Hello, beautiful friends. It's Erika, here to introduce a new type of reading that I'm going to be doing today. And this is going to be what I'm calling a healing themes reading for the divine feminine. Where is she growing right now? What is she being faced with? Where is she in her ascension process and in her awakening and in her growth as a soul? And we're going to be taking a look at what is going on with a segment of the collective divine feminine right now. This may or may not resonate for you. It's certainly not going to resonate for everybody, but if it does resonate for you, then this is an opportunity to hear Spirit's guidance on how you can further your soul's growth based on what is going on around you right now. So I'm going to start off by, I'm going to be pulling 6 cards. And I'm going to start off by pulling what is the main thing that's bubbling up for the collective divine feminine right now. Whether it's an issue, maybe some people would call it a block. I like to call it a priority. To me, it's more of a priority to be looked at versus something that's potentially blocking your path. It's just Spirit's way of bringing you something to clear before you can move forward. So let's see what the main message coming through for divine feminine right now. Okay, there's 2 of them. I'm not going to take 2. I just need 1, please, because I'm going to be pulling 6 cards. And we're getting the 8 of chalices. Okay. So some of you very well may be in a position where you are in the process of moving on from something, potentially moving on into the future, moving on to something that has more meaning. Because the 8 of chalices is about finding and seeking ultimate emotional fulfillment. So this could certainly be in the area of relationships, but also could be any aspect of your life. This is not a relationship specific reading. This is going to be in general what themes are coming up for the divine feminine collective right now. So this is somebody feeling like they're going to walk off from something that may be pretty good, that may be pretty, I guess, like I said, pretty good. But they're really seeking more. They're seeking a greater purpose. They're seeking a greater connection. They're seeking more emotional fulfillment. And for some of you, this could be feeling like you're kind of going off into the desert here. You don't even know where the next glass of water is coming from. But all you know is that this is not quite completely fulfilling you. Okay? So for some of you, this certainly could be you're stuck and not moving on from something that you know you should be moving on from. This could be something that you are afraid to do. Maybe it's something that you have done or you're not quite sure how to do it. It's like you may know that you want to do it, but you're not quite sure how. So we're going to see how else this plays out here in the rest of the video. But really quickly, guys, I just want to announce I appreciate so much all of your participation and comments on the channels. A lot of divine masculines really stepping in and sharing their journeys. It really is very powerful that you guys are participating more and more and really just letting your presence be known, because it has so much impact. And I just want to acknowledge all of you. And also, guys, I'm also just really quickly, a couple housekeeping things before I continue. I am not available for private readings. So please, if you email me asking me about that, or you're asking me specifically about your situation, I'm not able to respond to those emails. The only emails I'm able to respond to, because of the quantity that I'm getting, are the ones that relate to a healing session that you have scheduled, or if you've purchased an extended video and you have a question about that. Okay, so I just don't want people to wonder why I'm potentially not responding to them, and just know that I'm just not able to. And I don't want you to spend the time sending a message to me and hoping for a response. Just because there's no way that I can respond personally to the emails that I receive. So just wanted to let you guys know that. And I am going to be opening up some healing sessions here for my summer schedule. I have some things a bit more nailed down. So if you've been wanting to do an quantum energy healing session with me, then please do subscribe and click the notifications button, because that is how I'm going to be announcing when I have some slots available. And they're going to go pretty quickly because they are limited. And so just pay attention to the channel if you've been wanting to do a healing session. Okay, and then I feel like there's more, but I'm just going to keep going. And if I remember later, I will. Okay, so let's see how this particular energy that's coming up to be learned by the Divine Feminine, let's see how it has affected her past. And we're getting the Six of Flames. And how it relates to her past. So, some of you may be moving forward from something that either you declared publicly, maybe it was something you came forward with in a very public way that you declared was going to be your future, your path, your mission, and then potentially this could be you diverting from that plan. This could be you maybe thinking you were going to go down a certain path in your life, and being clear about it, being vocal about it, being present with it, and then deciding now you're going to move and do something different. For some of you, this certainly could relate to moving on from a significant partnership, somebody wanting to move the relationship to the next level. This certainly somebody could be trying to make the relationship more formal, make that offer, potentially even a proposal of some kind, but it's definitely there could be somebody here who maybe you thought you wanted to move forward in a relationship, and then now you're maybe having second thoughts. And that what I feel like is, for some of you, this may be an energy where you have fought a really hard battle and you've come through it victoriously, and now you're ready to, maybe what you were fighting for isn't even what you've decided that really makes you emotionally fulfilled anymore. Again, it could be career direction, mission work. It could be relationship related. It could be both. It could be other things. But there is an energy coming through of having gone through a hard fought battle, coming out victorious, but then now you're either scared to walk away, or you are walking away. So something there. So let's see. I'm excited to see how this is unfolding. Let's see how this particular lesson coming up for you, Divine Feminine, is affecting your present relationships. And I'm also hearing that some of you may have been victorious in the past, seeking your emotional fulfillment, like really having moved away from something, and now it's actually a kind of a opportunity for celebration. But let's see how it's affecting your present relationships. And we're getting this. Yeah, you have options. You're trying to decide your options. You may have multiple offers coming in for emotional fulfillment. Again, this could be, you could be deciding between a partnership, a job opportunity, something that is a priority in your life, and you're trying to figure out where you're going to be, where you're going to put your emotional energy is what they're saying, which is how this is affecting your current energy. Is you're wanting to decide, because the Eight of Chalices comes right after the Seven of Chalices. So of course this makes beautiful linear sense from going from currently having options to the opportunity or the lesson being presented right now spiritually for the Divine Feminine is, where are you going to put your emotional energy? Are you going to believe that you can be completely emotionally fulfilled in your life, or are you going to settle for less? Are you going to stay where you are, or are you going to break free and in search of the ultimate nirvana? Okay, so let's see what the revelation is coming in here. What is the new learning that you're having at this time? And guys, if this is resonating, I am going to be doing a more in-depth version over on my website, where we're going to take a look at a lot of other things, where we're going to look at what lessons the Divine Feminine has recently mastered from her past, what more details on her current lessons that are coming up, What area of her life is she developing and growing? How she's responding to these lessons that are coming up? What light aspect is she embodying, and what shadow aspects are coming up? What does she need to be aware of? And then also we're going to see what's coming as a result of this growth that's happening here for the Divine Feminine. What could we anticipate as the, I don't like to say outcome because there's never one final outcome, but like what can she expect from the growth that she's learning right now, as well as more, we're going to get into a lot of guidance for her of how to navigate this time and the themes that are coming up. So that will be over in the video available on my website. If this is resonating, the link is going to be down below. But let's just keep going here and see what the new lesson is. What's the revelation coming in for the Divine Feminines in this situation? When we're getting reason, the Hierophant. This is a massive spiritual test. You know, some of you may be really putting a test to your faith in the divine, in the faith in spirit, universe, whatever you want to call it. This could be causing you to just stretch spiritually in a new way. Really put into action what you may have learned, but this is actually where the rubber hits the road, okay? So when we're getting the Hierophant here, this is about, there's a spiritual reason for all of this coming up. It's like you're seeing things from the higher perspective, or this, whatever's happening here is giving you the opportunity to trust in what you're getting, trust in the divine, trust in your intuition, trust in what you understand from higher perspective. Okay, from the outside, it may seem like this may be, some other people may be looking in on you and being like, this is ridiculous. Why are you doing this? Like, you're fine. Everything's good. Why are you taking this risk that may seem ridiculous to them? But you have a higher calling coming from your soul. And this is the revelation that you're having right now, is like, I have to follow my spiritual truth. So let's see what the guidance is for you here. So what is the guidance you have for the Divine Feminines that this is resonant? Okay, we're getting 2 cards. I'm going to take them because they slid right off and very clearly. So the guidance is the 5 of Crystals and the 2 of Flames. Of course. Okay. So this is really about following your spiritual path. This is about leaving behind the feelings of abandonment, fears of abandonment, concerns around money. If this is applying to a job or career situation right now, this is what they're saying is the guidance is to let go of this fear of money, uncertainty around money. Because by you having the 2 of Flames here, this is a juncture, a spiritual crossroads that you're at. Do you want to stay paralyzed in fear and kind of frozen here, or do you want to move towards your life of passion, of your spiritual journey? Certainly, if this could be, if this is related to a relationship in your life, this could be coming up as something that is an abandonment wound, being concerned. Maybe it's either you're leaving or someone else maybe walking away potentially. That's also obviously being a general reading. There's multiple scenarios coming through. But this feels more centered on, again, this doesn't feel as much like that, although I am mentioning it because there are some of you watching where this is the way the energy is coming through, where someone else may be currently walking away from you, or walking away from what you thought was the relationship or the job or whatever it is. So the guidance here is to decide what you want spiritually and claim it. Keep your vision. See how big her eyes are back here? It's like no matter what's happening in the physical plane, here she is up in the galaxy, completely keeping her vision steady. Knowing that her keeping her vision on these 2 flames, which represent spirituality, action, truth, passion. Certainly it could be the continuation of a passionate partnership that's already started. but there is potentially could be some abandonment victim energy that's coming in. So to me, this guidance is to stay clear with your vision, Divine Feminine. Don't let anything stop you from this. So let's get a card here for what is the spiritual lesson that is coming up for the Divine Feminine right now. Because we know it's a spiritual lesson. They've already said that. But let's see what they want to say about the spiritual lesson being brought forth at this time. And we're getting the Ten of Orbs, which is the Ten of Swords. So we are getting a completion energy here. Completion, and the orbs, this is the mental body. These are thoughts, fears, limitations. So I'm just getting very strongly, whatever it is and however this is applying in your life, Divine Feminine, what this is saying is this is like the end of you letting fear hold you back. Done is the time of letting past fears, past difficult situations, past betrayals, just weigh you down. Like no more. This is the spiritual lesson here. And you have the opportunity to break free of this. And what I love so much is look at the guidance here, guys. I mean, here she is in an ice cave. And here are these flames. They're going to melt away these icicles that have her frozen in fear. So you have a choice at this point, right? As you always do. You can stay in your energy, or you can trust in the nudge that the divine is giving you right now to move forward in your truth, your ventures, your passions, and seek that 10 of chalices energy, that complete emotional fulfillment. So it's the opportunity to move beyond a challenged cycle, but you've got to choose it. You can let the cold kind of keep you stuck, or you can melt it and be clear on where you're going. All right. Well, super interesting. I hope that this has been supportive. For those of you that want to go more in depth into this, what I'm going to look at is a lot more details on the lessons that have been learned by her recently, what lessons she's learning now, how she's responding to those lessons, what she's currently facing, and how to break through to the end of this cycle and to the other side. We're going to get into the guidance, and we're going to see what's coming if she embraces this growth opportunity that she's being presented. So if that's interesting to you or of interest to you, the link is down below. And again, guys, I send you so much love. Until next time. Bye.